Okay, so this is going to be the flower crown tutorial for the people who wanted one. Okay, so example, yeah, okay. Another example, if I can find it, is this one. It's daisies and yellow carnations and leaves. You can use leaves, it's optional. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But, okay, the things you're going to need for this is you're going to need a hot glue gun, okay, and it's better if you let it heat up first. And then you're going to need flowers, fake flowers. I got mine at Dollar Tree for $1, so yeah. Make sure that they have things like these, because this is what is going to become the crown part. And then you're going to need green floral wire, and then you're going to need, I use smaller flowers with it so I don't have to buy a whole bunch of the big flowers because that can get a little costly. And then lastly, you're going to need a pair of scissors that can cut through wire. So the first thing you do is you just take the flowers off, set them somewhere, and then so you're gonna get this part, and what you're gonna do with this is you're just gonna bend it down. I find it easier if you bend it down, and then you're just going to take your scissors and you're going to cut, and they get kind of hard to cut, so just so you know. So you're gonna cut off all of these. You're not gonna use the thicker part of the stem. You can just throw that away or whatever. If you find something you can make with it, then do that. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take those pieces you cut off, and they bend, so that's what I use for my crown. And what you're going to do is you're just going to tie those stems together using the floral wire like this. I already started one, so this video wouldn't be really long. So I just gotta do my last one. So you would take two ends and just use your wire and wrap it. The more wire you have towards the end, the better it's going to hold. So I always try to use more towards the end. You can also use glue too on top of the wire, just so you know that it stays. But I've always just been fine using the wire. Make sure you wrap it really tight though. So after you connect them all using the wire, you're probably going to have like 4, because that's what I use for mine. So you don't want it too tight, so you probably want like little space gaps, because the flowers are going to be kind of big, well, depending if you use big flowers or not. So that's that. And then the next thing you're going to do is, the flowers have these little things at the end. You're just going to cut them off so that it's pretty much flat. And you do that with all of the big flowers. I find that if you keep them on the little flowers though, they're easier to glue on. So you just cut all those off your flowers that you are using. So yeah, they're all gonna look, probably maybe have a hole at the end, like that. And don't worry if it's one of those flowers that, you know, if you chop them too small that this is gonna come off. You can always just glue those back on so that they stay. But if they do come off, you should probably glue the little platform things on first. I found that a lot easier to do with making my crowns. But yeah. Okay, so how you essentially do the crown, you're just gonna hot glue them on. And I'm not gonna make the whole crown for you, because I think you'll get it. So you just put a little hot glue on it. I'm using the one base. You probably want to hold it there for like 10-20 seconds until it sets. Make sure that they're like this, otherwise your flowers are either going to be pointing up or down, and that's probably don't want that. So yep, just let the glue dry, and then I'm just gonna glue the flower on top of it. Sorry if I seem really rushed. I have to work in a little bit, so I decided I would do this tutorial for you guys while I don't, because I haven't had a lot of time lately. So yep, so after you get it glued on, it'll look like that, and where the wire connects is where I usually put the big flowers because it'll hide it better. So just hot glue, flower, and then hold it, and yep. And then for the smaller flowers, like I said, it's easier to leave the little ends on because they're not heavy like the big flowers, so they won't fall when you put them on. Because if you put the big flowers on and you don't hold them while the glue is drying, they'll fall. So with these ones, you don't have to hold them, maybe for like 2 seconds just to set their place. But that's that. And then you just keep going all the way around. You can use leaves. Leaves are the same. They usually come with those little things. You can choose to or not to cut them off, so just it's your choice. So these two are glued. People always ask me, oh, what if they fall off? Then just glue them back on, or whatever. Or you could probably use the floral wire to wrap them on somehow. Probably gonna attempt that soon. But hot glue is the easiest way I've found to do it. So that's pretty much it. Just glue them on. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I will answer them. So, yep.